So, what emotion are you feeling after this is all over?
Relief, honestly, because it was so stressful choosing between Oregon and Utah, because they're both great programs, both had great coaches, and it was hard saying no to guys that I built relationships with.
Did you did you make the call to the school? You didn't. Did you let Utah know?
Yeah, I gave Washington State, BYU, and Utah a call, and they're all good with it. You know, they said no matter where I go, they'll support me and be my fans. So it was a lot easier.
So what was it about Oregon how did they get ahead of the pack?
There's a lot of family up there. I have a lot of aunt and uncles, and I have a cousin that goes there. There's a lot of Polynesian on the D line, so that's pretty nice because I feel comfortable going in there. And also, just I woke up and I felt like that's what was right this morning. So I gave him a call and told him I was a Duck.
So this was this morning this happened, that you made a decision you wanted.
Yeah, it was around like 6:37. So gave him a call and told Coach Hoke, the D coordinator, I'm a Duck. So
What did he say when you called him?
he kind of was stunned. He kind of yelled a little bit, and I was happy. He started laughing and said, "Congrats, we're excited for you." So,
What did he yell?
he just yelled.
Gave out a big cheer basically.
Yeah.
A big.
Yeah.
How does that feel? Did you feel that appreciation from Oregon since they first started pursuing you, or as soon as Hoke got there, it seemed like they really.
Yeah. As soon as Hoke got there, I was one of the first films he looked at, and he kind of ignored all the other ones after he watched mine, and I guess he really likes me, so that's a good thing.
What did he tell you? I'm sorry. What did he tell you he liked about you?
He just likes my motor and the physicality I play with, and my athleticism, I guess.
What was this process kind of like for you? Because I know that you did have a tough time deciding, and what was it like?
It was fun, honestly. All the visits were good. The hardest part was saying no to the guys that I came really close with, and I felt like they were family almost, you know. So it was hard saying no to not only coaches but the players and the fans that I had come to know throughout this whole process. So.
How does it feel now that you finally have made a decision?
It feels really good. There's so much stress is just gone now, and not pressured to do anything, and now I can just relax and be happy and start training now. So.
What do you like the most about Oregon's coaching staff?
They're all experienced. They have guys that are been coaching for over 30 years there. I think they have the oldest tenured coaching staff in NCAA. So that's really nice being coached by experience. And they're all family oriented. So it's really nice because they're all going to be close with you and with each other. So.
Have they told you what your role is going to be going into your freshman year?
Yeah, I'm going to be playing a 3-tech position. So I'm the only true 3-tech they have right now. So going in, I have a good chance of playing early and get going. So.
Is that one of the main reasons that you went there, because you could get playing time?
Yeah, that's a big reason. You know, they aren't super deep in my position, and they don't have a 3-tech, so they're moving guys around to fill in some spots. But other than that, I have a big chance of playing.
So will you decide between them and Oregon, or them and Utah? Sorry.
It was between them, Utah, and Washington State. But when it came down to it this morning, it was between them and Utah. So just because of how great Utah does with the alignment. So.
What does this moment signify for you? The signing of the national letter of intent is signify just basically what it means. You're committed, or what does the moment signify for you?
It signifies a lot. You know, being committed to them, becoming a Duck, and just I can relax now. So it's really nice.
What do you like the most about Oregon's coaching staff?
Them being experienced is really nice. They're all really nice guys. Coach Hook is awesome. It's his first year, so we're kind of going in as freshmen together, you know. So I think we'll build a good relationship over the next 4 or 5 years.
Did you have, through this process, I guess you did wait until the last minute to decide, but did you have an aha moment with Oregon? Like, yes, because this happened, this shows me who they are and why I have trust in them?
Yeah, well, kind of before I went to Utah, I was like, man, I'm going to be a Duck. And then when I went up there, it made it a lot harder because I realized what Utah is all about and how great they are, really. And so for a while, I was leaning towards them, and then it just kept going back and forth. And then finally this morning, I was just like, it's going to be Oregon.
What was the aha moment before the Utah trip? What did you sense?
Well, going up there on my visit, I got around the players, and I just felt like they all had similar stuff. We all had something in common. So that kind of struck it right there.
Okay. Gotcha. What was it like when you were signing to see all these people in support of you?
Honestly, I was kind of nervous because I've never been one to be comfort in the spotlight, but I better get used to it, I guess.
You're going to Oregon now, man.
Yeah.
What will you take with you from what you learned from Highland to Eugene?
Just the unity. Here I learned with my D-line, with Tommy Togiai and Isa and Hunter, and even the class before this with TJ and all them. We all played, we played together, but outside, we all hung out together and we all became close as a group. And so, just going into college, it's kind of what I want to do is just get close with all the other D linemen and build a relationship.
It's a fun day. I mean, it's a rewarding day because it kind of culminates in what these kids have put in and the time they put in and what they've done for 4 years and it's just kind of a reward for them. And I know in Wayne's case it was very arduous because of the schools that were after him, and I know it really came down to this morning before he made his decision, because I was still getting calls from Oregon this morning. So glad it's over. Happy for him. Happy for Oregon. They're getting a great football player, and so it's pressure off me too, because I think I go through it sometimes with the kids too.
Did he come to you for a lot of guidance in this process at all?
We talked to him about different things that each schools offer. We never tell them, hey, you need to do this or you need to make this type of decision. But any questions that they have for us, we try to guide them in that aspect. Anything that we can help him with to help his decision, we talk to him about it. But it's his decision. He's the one who has to deal with it and his family. And so I think he made a great decision. I'm super happy for him. And he's a kid who could, talking to their staff, could make an immediate impact as a freshman.
What kind of what was this process like for the both of you watching him go through? Because I know he had trouble committing to one place.
Well, he'd go on a trip and come back, and that was a place, and he'd go to the next trip and come back, and that was a place. He really loved everywhere he went. He loved every coaching staff. He's kind of an under the radar kid because he didn't play his freshman and sophomore year. Didn't play in football. He played as a junior, had a great year, was an all-state kid, and then gained 40 pounds of muscle and became a monster in the senior year. But he still was only looked at by a select few. But those select few went after him pretty hard. So once you start getting offers and you start getting calls, then it becomes a complicated issue for him. But he did a good job. He really kind of weighed out all the options and really happy with his decision.
What is what is Highland losing now, and what is Oregon gaining from Wayne Kirby?
They're getting a top-notch defensive tackle who I know that Brady Hoke's the new defensive coordinator. He's a 4-3, exactly what we run defensively. So he's going to be a 3 technique there, and that's where they're playing. He was their number 1 guy on the board the entire time as a 3 technique, and so they got their guy, and they're very happy.
That must be a great situation for Kirby to have a defensive coordinator that has love for the line of scrimmage and the defensive tackle. I heard
Yeah, he's very passionate about defense. He you know, if you look at his track record, he went into Michigan where they were a 3-3-5 defense and transformed it into a 4-3 defense, and somebody who competed immediately. And I think you're going to see that at Oregon, and you're going to see it with a local kid out of Port
Any other questions?
How exciting is it that these big schools are coming to Highland High School to recruit your players?
You know, it started in 08. You know, we were fortunate to have Taysom go through it, and then you know, last year with Notre Dame and Washington, now Oregon, you know, Utah. We've had a ton of them come through. It's neat, and we've got some kids coming up through the line that are definitely being looked at. We've introduced them, and I think you'll see a few more Pac-12 schools in the future.